So if we take a look at our children now, a bit more time has progressed. Bump up the speed. We're going to start with Ambrose, who is the heir. We can see that he's getting tutored by the king. He's... uh-oh. Having your successor take a negative impact to fertility is never a good thing. Especially when you need to have sons. You know, it's really putting a few sticky situations out there. Ambitious, that's good. Very good. A monarch or a leader with ambition means whoo-hoo, we're going to be rampaging our way through the lands here to gain as much land as possible. Deceitful means we can fabricate claims safe in the knowledge that we can do it. And I might sense a few assassinations coming through. And cynical, well, who gives a monkeys about the Pope? I'm liking this guy already, apart from this, of course. And he's a pretty good marshal as well, so he's going to be a commander in the field of battle. Second in line, being tutored by me, greedy and kind. And that's about all there is to say about him. Little Grace, being tutored, I think, by her grandfather over here in this area. She, of course, is coming along nicely. Nothing too spectacular. Speaking of children, another one to add to the mix. Then we've got, of course, our bastard child, yes. How's he coming along? Being tutored by his mother. He's a hunchback, a bastard. He's just greedy as well. Well, destined for great things, I see. Zachariah, young little chap that he is, being tutored by King William. He's ambitious. So all my children have got pretty decent stats. Nothing really too bad. No imbeciles. That's always a plus. And little Arthur, of course, who we're working on, honest and quick, and whatever else he's left with. And we have ourselves little Cecilia. Another name given to me, suggested, which I am taking. I think I spelt it wrong though. Is it Cecilia? Too many C's and E's, it's confusing me. Where's my paper with the names on here? I think it's an I. S-C-E-C-I-L-I-A. Cecilia, yes. Welcome, little Cecilia. I'm sure we can make use of you at some point in the future. Marry you off to some far distant king, and you can earn us some money somehow. Right. Okay. So there's my children, all working hard. My wife still hates my guts. I don't think there's any winning her heart back, to be honest with you. She's just doing her duty and allowing us to impregnate her. That's about as much as she's doing. She probably looks away in disgust, twiddles her thumbs, or rolls her eyes as business is happening. Here we go again, she thinks. Right. Technology is fine. I think the one thing now that we can start to focus on is, as these factions still peter out into nothing, I think we can start focusing on expanding our lands. We got a little bit of cash, and the only way we're going to get more is by expanding here and building up. So, two things we can build here. We can go for a castle village, which gives us an extra boost to income, which is always bonus, or wooden palisade, which gives us extra income, fort level and levy size. I think we'll go with castle village to start with, but before we do that, as last time, we'll just reassign our steward to oversee construction, which will take the time down. And the Pope died, and he's being succeeded by Pope Formus II, which is actually a rather interesting situation, because now our bishops' relationships with the Pope will lower because it's a new Pope, which means that I now get the moolah from them, which should hopefully give me a little bit more boost to my income. So my two bishops like me more than they like the Pope, and so does my mayor there. So it's just this guy. We're still just working on this guy here. I wonder if we could I don't want to give. I would never give gifts to raise relationships. There we go. So he's overseeing construction. Normally it tells you here when you're constructing something, it shows up the total number of days, but it's not doing so for some reason. We have some kind of a rebellion happening here also. It's kind of weird. What's this? A rebellion in Warwick. That's actually King William is in charge of that county, so it's a real utter besmirchment to his name that this has happened. We also have some kind of plagues breaking out here on the eastern fringes of the land. Measles. Let's hope it stays away from over here. Cornwall, somebody is building something also. Church Palisade is being built by our bishop, which is good. It's nice that they can build things without my interference. And as suspected, the king starts to amass the forces to put down this little rebellion. So as England tried to put down, to quell this rebellion, and we are fabricating more claims, and we have a little bit of stability in the land whilst we're building up our little empire, to coin a phrase. What we're going to do is we're just going to see what's happening around the world, shall we? So here we can see that Castile is fragmented into 2 bits, separated by Leon here, but there's a couple of wars going on, it seems. We've got a war. Somebody's trying to claim Portugal. Claiming what is Portugal? Is it a oh, it's there. It looks like a duchy. Duchy of Portugal. So somebody's trying to claim this duchy here. A bit of infighting. Got some Muslim factions moving up in the south. France has got something going. There's something going on in France actually down here. I don't know what this is. Is this a bit of infighting? Somebody's trying to claim Toulouse here. Some claim. Count Pierre of Melguil on in Montpellerian war for countess and something or other. Ooh. Apparently, what's happened? Has he increased his level of stewardship? Master Builder. It's just sped up the building time even further. It's nice to know. So a bit of infighting here over a county. That's what it looks like to me. Anything else? A bit of Holy Roman Empire action. De jure war over this land here, so some more infighting. Nothing major is happening really. Some more little bits of fighting down here. But there's no major fractions yet. You know, like total pushes for independence or somebody trying to install somebody onto the throne that really causes some trouble. Nothing like that just yet that we can see in the immediate vicinity. Uh-oh, my son William is not exerting himself in his studies. Now, we are diligent, if I am not mistaken, which means that we are really, you know, we don't shy away from work, and the fact that my son is being a little bit lazy about this, we would not be happy about it. So we could beat him into action, but I think in my nature, I'm a patient guy. I will give him a good talking to about diligent benefits. Excellent. How's Denmark doing? They seem to have conquered this land and this land. But apart from that, nothing else much going on. There is a war here in Rostow. They're defending against something to do with Mecklenburg. It's currently an independent county. I think these guys, Mecklenburg, are trying to bring it in. Is it de jure war? Oh no, it's a revocation war. Got Poland, and then we start going further afield. Let's have a look down at the Byzantine Empire. Oh, we've got a bit of land up here. Still got that land down here. There's a war going on over here for something. Oh, they're trying to force the Crown authority to be lowered. This is probably some kind of a faction that's reared up to do that. Anyway, St. Paul teaches us, be patient with all. See that no one returns evil for evil. Rather, always seek what is good for each other and all. What am I forgiving my vassal for? I'll keep my grudge. Well, I don't seem to be the type of person that would hold a grudge, so I think we will forgive him. Although I would like to know what he's done. It might be helpful. Anyway, so these guys seem to be separated. Yep, these guys also, and these guys probably as well. Yeah, all attacking the basileus of the Byzantine Empire, trying to lower the Crown authority. I don't think they've lost any more ground to the Muslim factions. This guy's got no eyes. What the hell? That's freaky. Imagine him being your ruler. Quivering your boots, wouldn't you, at the sight of him? Anyway, oh, France have got this little area down here. What's this? How did they get this? Sardinia? Well, they did. God knows how. Right, we've built our castle town. Gives us a boost to our income. I think next up what we're going to build is we're going to build... Where are we? Uh-oh! Looks like measles are caught on in Dyford. What we're going to do is we're probably going to build a castle moat here in Dyford. Start to upgrade this place a little bit. Only takes 172 days. Right, what we'll do is we'll play until 1087. Another disbanding of the faction. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ticky, 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 ticky over. Come, there we go. Now we're talking. Right. So again, bit of extra tax, levy size increase, and upgrade to the fort level. And I think next up we'll work down here and upgrade the wooden palisade. And of course, collect the taxes, please. So the rebellion appears to have been quashed. Once again, King William just doing what needs to be done. And over here we have something happening in Scotland. We have some kind of a war going on, attacking Duke Guadrod the Drunkard in Galloway League Independence War. So it looks like to me that the, is it the Duchy? County of Galloway trying to claim independence, maybe. So he owns two counties. He's the County of Galloway and he owns the County of Man, and he's trying to break away from Scotland. Is that what he's trying to do? If so, I don't like his chances, to be perfectly honest with you. Although you can see the war score if you hover over the war here. Yeah, 71% in his favour. Is he pulling away from the Duchy or is he pulling away from Scotland? I don't understand. He's attacking Duke Gudrod. Okay, okay. So I think he's trying to pull out of the Duke, out of the Duchy. He's not pulling away from Scotland. He's pulling out of the Duchy, and he's actually winning. Now, considering then that the Duchy is probably 1, 2, and 3, I'm not surprised. He has got more sway than him. Oh, seeing another woman behind my spouse's back is becoming quite troublesome. The lies tear at my soul, and my longing to be with my lover is almost too much. I think it's time to settle down now. You know, we saw it a couple of turns ago that he's now settling down. He's lost a lustful trade. You know, he's becoming more responsible, and I think we've had our fun for how many years? We're 32. This started when we were about 18, 17. It's been like 14 years of fun. I think that's ample fun if you ask me. So we're going to settle down and basically say goodbye to Princess Sophia. It was fun while it lasted, dear, but like all good things, they must come to an end. And I'm a duke now. I can't have my reputation besmirched with such lustful acts. And we're getting another little faction, Prince Godwin for England, and this time it's a duke that is starting it, and not this guy in Durham. This is actually might have a bit more sway. Or maybe it won't. The King of England, King William the Conqueror, really has got an iron grip on this kingdom. No matter how often these people try to join these silly factions and create these factions, he's just really brushing them aside, stamping his authority, and ruling extremely efficiently. Which is another reason why when he does die, I think this whole England situation is going to go into an absolute uproar with things just going 3 sheets to the wind and all that. Anyway, we're almost at the end of this session. It's been a good one. Quite a few developments. And now Durham has founded the Independence faction. Things are kicking off big style. He wants to be independent from England. And there we go. The 1st of January 1087. 5 years pass by and Count George of Cornwall captures Dyfed, and courtesy of King William the Conqueror is now Duke George of Cornwall. His vassals, the Count of Devon loves him. Bonus. His bishops, giving him all the taxes. His mayors, well, not as good as they could be, but hey, who gives a crap? They're my vassals, and they will do as I say. We're earning 2.34 per month. And we're going to continue the next couple of sessions building up our empire by ensuring that trade is a primary focus. And of course, we need to also start looking at military, because our military might was a little bit shambolic when we tried to capture Dyfed. And thank God that our ally, our father-in-law, was there to lend a helping hand. Otherwise we might have had to fork out quite a bit of money for some expensive mercenaries. Our entire council, apart from our wife, is all in the green. So all in all, I think Duke George I of Cornwall's reign thus far has been very successful. Plenty of children to carry on the bloodline, plenty of children in future parts to start fighting with each other for claims to land. But for now, we're relatively stable, and hopefully in the next couple of parts also we'll conquer this couple of lands down here, and then we might just be able to create the Duchy of Deheubarth and take it from there. So if you've got any tips or hints as to what I'm missing out on, any other ideas about how we can expand, things we can do to make things a little bit smoother, as per usual, leave your comments. I hope you've enjoyed today's update as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and until next time, I'll see you soon.